Spoiler alert. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Armstead signed through 2 years. He's got this year, he's 30. Next year, he's 31, the 2024 season. That's what he's in contract for. If you believe he can play 3 years or 4, then you restructure. If you don't think that Arik Armstead can play a 33 years old season, then you do not restructure. Or hold on, the 49ers could have the mindset, look, Arik goes in, and this is all just conjecture, okay? Arik goes in and says, look, guys, next year, 2024, will be my 10th year as a 49er, which is incredible and one of the greatest honors you can have, making that 10-year decade wall, which is so important for people. They literally have a wall when you walk into the locker room that shows all the players who played 10 or more years with the 49ers. Like, that is an honor. Maybe Arik says, look, I got 2 years left. I'm going to hang it up. You could still restructure and just push on void years. I don't like that approach too much, but there's a possibility. Once, you'll hear, okay, the 49ers restructured Arik Armstead, they freed up this much money, which would be about, you'd get about $11 million back in cap space this year. But that doesn't tell you all the parameters until the contract comes out and the details come out, which usually takes about 2 to 3 weeks afterwards. So we'll have to see. So just because they're restructuring him, that doesn't mean they think he's going to play for 4 years. Probably means 3 more years. We'll see what happens. Arik Armstead doesn't want to go anywhere. He's not, Jimmy Ward that wants to test free agency. No. His wife's a doctor in the area. He's, a Sacktown kid. His entire, 3-time Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee is all in the area. He's not going anywhere. And so whenever you do hear the term restructure, it's because 3 or more years you think he can play. I don't have a problem with that. Some people, the people that are upset and like, man, this is such a dumb decision. A lot of those guys are the same ones that want to sign Javon Hargrave, who is older. And it would be in the same situation. Now, maybe you bring Javon Hargraves in for 1 year, but that's going to be $20 million plus. I just don't see it. Arik Armstead is a person that you build your franchise around. He's a quality player. I know everybody wants to bring up Buckner, and he's a quality player as well. But just because you made that trade, and if you didn't like the trade back then, that's okay. That doesn't change the way you build your team now. The difference when Arik Armstead was out was horrifying. Absolutely horrifying for the best defense the 49ers probably ever had. It was not good without Arik Armstead. When he returned, the defense got good again. So anyway, I just think it's interesting. 49ers social media and fan base, it's a tough spot, man. It is a tough spot to be in. Whether you're a quarterback, we're rough to our quarterbacks. We're rough to certain franchise players. I consider Arik that, and a guy that's done everything correct on and off the field. I just don't understand how. Dude, he literally is a hero in the community, like literally a hero. I just don't understand. You watch the game tape, holy cow, he's amazing. It was interesting. The NFL put out the 49ers top 10 plays, which I disagreed with a lot of them. They're only like 2 defensive plays, and both defensive plays were because of Arik Armstead hitting the quarterback, forcing an errant pass, which led to an interception. And it was just like, oh, like, does that count as a sack? It doesn't, but he's that damn good. Like, Arik Armstead is unbelievably good. And his play has not gone down. It really, really hasn't. Has he had another 10-sack season? He hasn't, but that's when he was playing on the outside almost every single play. We've changed some things. That's just the way that it goes. So anyway, take that for what you will.
The 49ers Rush Podcast.